What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor. And yes, you did read the description and the title correctly. Tesla, there's a $3.5-ish million put position way out there, about 400-ish days. It was a pretty large contract going forth on at the 200 put price, like $200. Tesla's trading at 430 as of right now, as of 10/8/2020. That being said, there's something that's going to be happening. Something's going to be going on. Again, speculation, aka the stock market. That being said here, let's go ahead and dive right into the options that we're talking about. We saw a large options contract, 1,600 overall quantities of these puts. Again, we're looking at the 21st of Jan. That's January for you guys at home. Then we're looking for the year, which is 2022, and the 200 put strike price. Again, that's the quantity. That's the price they paid, $21.50, which equates to, again, add 2 zeros, it's around $2,100 per contract. And if you hit confirm and send, that basically kind of wraps it around $3.4 million for this overall trade here. You can see the trade breaks even at $178. We're going to be switching over to Tastyworks, the platform that I use for trading, and looking more of a graph, and then also the more of the probability and the statistics behind of what could and could not happen with this particular trade. Again, this trade is not going to be happening next week. And $200 put strike price, that seems pretty insane. But it's not unheard of. Someone might know something for whatever reason. We're not going to speculate on the reason why. All we can speculate on is like, huh? What's going on here? What could be happening? What could be going on? Are there people buying? Are people doing the bear dance? Are people getting a rage up? Is there going to be a hold pattern? Okay, I just went through all my emotes there. That being said, here looking here on the board. We're seeing a lot of interactions with around that strike price. So let's go ahead and let me pop open the old Tastyworks. Since it's a $200 put price here, we have to, because we're at the money, it's around 420, 430 right now. We have to scroll all the way up here, and we're seeing the $200 put right here. Again, this thing has, it's going for around $21.70 now. They paid a little bit less. They paid $21.50. So they're up 20 cents or $20 per contract. So they're up $3,000. Not too bad, right? That being said, that open all volume that came in today, they were only 1,600. There was literally another 240 contracts that were traded just because of that. And you see that the open interest volume has just greatly increased. Is this just selling premium, meaning they are just selling that put? That wouldn't make too much sense that far out. I could maybe make sense of that maybe if it was like a couple months out, but we're talking 470 days out from now. That's going to be a pretty substantial amount of time. This is more, I believe, somewhat directional, someone potentially looking to short the market or get some kind of pullback or something. But it just, I'm honestly having question marks in my head. If you could zoom into my head, you're really just seeing a lot of question marks really kind of scurry around there. Because again, if you go to other contracts around the same, not the same time frame, but if you go to the year, just this in 2021, you scroll to the 200 contract here, there isn't that much activity going on today, but there is a lot of open volume because, again, I think that's just potentially selling premium. People who have a position in or just trying to play some protection. I don't know. It just seems strange. It is a very nice round number around that price, but Tesla would have to come down substantially for that. So $200, it's going to literally put it back way back when Tesla was below 900-ish, which again, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I really do feel that if it does happen, it will happen fast. So let's go ahead and peruse our way to the charts here. So looking here at the charts, Tesla in the short dated time is kind of hitting that chop mode. Again, we have not really been able to really close with any significant amount of momentum above the 435 range and really up to that 465 range without any kind of hesitation and just like slowing down and not getting any momentum to push through. we do have a start of a squeeze today. That doesn't mean it's going to pop off today or go down tremendously today. It just means that it's consolidating. So what does a squeeze mean? It just basically means, if you look here, when you have the outward Bollinger Bands that are contracting into the Keltner channel. So that's all that basically means there. What the squeeze ensues, it basically means there could be a large move up or down. It doesn't tell you the direction. It just tells you that something could be happening. And then you have to use the other technical analysis to predict or potentially use the support and resistance lines to kind of give you some sort of sense of where it could be going. Full movement here. Again, Tesla has been in a squeeze before. It has popped up higher. It has had a squeeze here, and guess what day that happened there? That was the day they announced that 5-to-1 split, and that really just took the stock to all-time highs above that $500 strike price there. That being said, I'm a little hesitant here. Again, I am a long-term investor in Tesla with stock. I have a couple contracts on the Tastyworks account, but then it's mostly in my longer dated account. I have stock in that as well. Literally just a potential large consolidation around, I think it's like everything from like 200 to like 180 to like 230 is some of my option volume there. So just being full disclosed there on those overall stock options and those those stock holdings that I have. So my input is I want it to go higher, but this movement that we're seeing here is not really looking the prettiest. If this could maybe build a base here, what we wanted to kind of stay above that, basically the $400. If it starts breaking below like the 370 with a lot of aggressiveness, aka the 5 and 8 are aggressively pointing down to the ground and really looking like it wants to potentially level off at 287. Not saying that can't happen, but we are seeing a little bit of support onto the downside around that 350 range. That would be an initial stronger support to the downside. But that being said, anything can happen within the market. Just be ready for that. And that being said, for these potential takeaways here, we need to start seeing some movement in the market. We're being in that choppy market. We're having some stocks trying to break out and not really going anywhere, and kind of hesitating again due to the circus show, aka the elections, are really putting a stiffener on a lot of larger investors and funds really going into the market due to the fact of the unknown of the presidential election. So I think a lot of people are just sitting on their hands, waiting to see how things play out, and then just making their bets after the overall election has been settled. And the reason why I wanted to point out that $400 range, that's basically, the 8 EMA on the weekly chart. That is, again, a very strong trend that we've seen here with Tesla basically since April of its overall recovery, as has hitting those levels and just really just printing higher on the weekly side. And just we can look here on the monthly side. Of course, Tesla has been a monster runner here, just continue to fly higher, potentially looking for some slowdown signs. Even though there's a lot of great stuff going for the company, it's okay for it to have a rest period. And I think if it does have a rest period, it might lose its awesomeness to some investors, or the overall just a shine to it. And I think that could create some consolidation mode within Tesla, because it has had a substantial large move. That being said, everyone, I hope you learned something today. If you did, please hit that like button. If you hadn't, hit that dislike, and you know where it is. Again, if you want to support the channel, we got the Patreon page, the YouTube membership, and as well the free Discord down below. Hope to see you on the next live stream, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace!